So now that I have you recorded, you have to behave yourself, okay?
Oh.
When I tell you this.
What?
I'm doing another podcast with
What?
a buddy about MMOs, but it's gonna in no way
Are you
affect
cheating on
this
me?
podcast.
Are you
I'm
cheating
not. It's not. Hey. We're in
Are
public.
you
We're in
podcast
public.
cheating on me?
This is. I brought you to Olive Garden, your favorite restaurant, on purpose, so that you don't cause a scene. The staff knows you. Your friends are here.
Nobody's
Just
here.
relax. No one's gonna think we're in the bathroom if you're screaming at me in the hallway.
How dare you? I don't even like Olive Garden. I didn't get unlimited breadsticks. What the fuck?
You have to finish the breadsticks they bring out first, and then you get more breadsticks. Okay.
I stuck 5 of them
we
in my
all
purse.
saw you. It was embarrassing. I asked them politely not to bring any more breadsticks because it's embarrassing.
I'm embarrassing you? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm embarrassing
Absolutely.
you.
I mean,
I'm
that can't be a
embarrassing
surprise.
you.
That cannot be a surprise.
How dare you?
We've had
Who
3 years of
this
this.
podcast with? We're gonna go fight them.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 166 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is The Real Portz, and Evil Space Bunny is here. Bunny?
Hi.
Yo.
I'm
What's
here.
it doing over there? How's it going? What's the haps?
It's hip hop happening. Is that what the young folks say now?
No, but it is the exact answer I was looking for.
The hip hop.
You win a
happenings?
prize.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! What do I win?
You get to play H-Rot with me.
Fair. Okay.
So we've been doing this thing where we're trying to give each other games to play to sort of
out.
expand our horizons. Although it's a lot easier of a job for Bunny with me because I don't have any I have so many horizons or they're contained. I've lost the metaphor, but we're both going to be playing the same game this week.
Yeah.
And it's called H-Rot.
Yeah.
We got it for Christmas.
We did get it for Christmas. It was a good Christmas present.
I think you bought it for me, and then I bought it for you.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. We traded. I was like, oh, this is so fucking... I was like, oh, this is a cool game. It's on his wish list. I'll put it on my wish list and buy it for him. And then what does he fucking do? He turns around and he buys it for me off my wish list.
I got the hint. You know what I mean?
I wasn't trying. I just was trying to do something nice for my friend. Fuck you.
I get it. You know, you wanted some games.
Oh my fucking God. You piece of shit. I'm going to kill you. All right. H-Rot. That's our game for this week.
That's our game.
So what did you play then?
Not that. So I have been in a little bit of what you call an MMO hole.
Yeah, you're
I've been filling it. My entire body is the hole now.
Yeah. It's beyond filled. It's jam packed.
Oh really? I think it's still a black hole that needs more in it, but
you don't think
it's just a matter of perspective. Maybe I have MMO hole dysmorphia.
What does that mean?
It's like body dysmorphia, where you think you're fat but you're skinny or whatever. I think I'm not playing enough MMOs, but everyone around me is like, yo, you've had enough. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
I've played a couple other games we'll get to, but here's what I want to say. When I booted this game up after playing those games to do my dailies, I thought to myself, Christ, this is home.
Oh.
I'm super into this game right now. I just like being in Elder Scrolls. Look, I might have the Elder Scrolls fever everyone else has, where Sky Oblivion is now confirmed 2 years away, and Elder Scrolls 6 is way more than that probably. So I got to do what I got to do in the meantime. Yeah, and I can only replay Skyrim so many times. Actually, I haven't revisited Skyrim since I got Skyrim for VR. And I kind of purposely have not been doing that because it's a little weird to mix the two.
Yeah.
But now that I'm too sick of VR, maybe I'll go back and play a little Skyrim at some point.
There you go. My problem with Skyrim is I'm like, oh, I'm going to play differently this time. And then somehow I end up doing the exact same shit that I do every single fucking time that I've played it the 500 hours that I have.
Stealth Archer.
Yeah. I can't help it.
You and everyone else. Look, everyone feels guilty about that.
They're
like,
I try.
Well, the magic system sucks. You have to do the modded one, which is, it's better, but it's still not more satisfying than nailing the skill shots that are possible with the archery system.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just too good of an archery system, which, by the way, is amazing. It's so cool that we have that because every other game hates archery. They wish they didn't have to include it in the game, and it's obvious from how bad it is. So I'm glad that Skyrim and Oblivion have amazing archery systems.
Yeah, that's true. They both really do. Out of all of their faults,
they don't even need a skill tree outside of just doing more damage or whatever. They don't need rain of arrows or anything like that. Nothing like that. Just nailing headshots from 200 yards away is the fucking coolest thing that can happen in that game.
It's literally.
And then watch the body ragdoll off the fucking High Hrothgar or whatever.
Yeah, everything slows down. It goes zoom on the arrow, and you're like, yes!
Now that part is cool. When it slow-mos, you're
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ, Sniper Elite v Skyrim. Am I right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Elder Scrolls Online is awesome. We fought a dragon.
Ooh.
My buddy DM'd me. He's like, hey, there's a dragon here. I was like, what? A dragon? Is it still there? Can I come see it? He's like, yeah, get over here. So I teleport to him, and we run up to it, and it flies away, and we have to chase it. And there's like more people than we've ever seen in like towns and shit. Like dozens of people just flocking to this thing. We're all wailing on it and shit. We die a couple times. The fight lasts for like 20 minutes, and then we finally kill it, and we get like, the more gold reward than I've ever gotten from a monster. So that was nice.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
It was sweet. Little emergent moments like that. I'm sure people that are 2,000 hours into the game they don't even remember that was a cool moment. But for now, in the beginning, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So, the other thing I played was, it's a little bit of a guilty pleasure week for me over here. Guilty pleasure. Going back to stuff that just makes me happy.
Okay. Dota?
Faye and I. No. Ooh. Dota makes me miserable.
Okay, fair enough.
It gets me high, but it makes me feel miserable. It's like a drug. Faye and I decided that the last couple games we tried to co-op together, we're like, it's not getting the magic. You know what I mean? So we broke up. And I'm playing with somebody new now. And that's going much better.
Jesus.
No.
Christ.
So the last couple games we tried have not like hit the spot, and we're like, what the fuck? So we're like, No Man's Sky? No Man's Sky. Yeah, No Man's Sky.
Oh,
so we
spent
a bunch of time in No Man's Sky. She's still working her way through The Witcher, but Witcher 1 is it's a tough pill to swallow for like 8 hours at a time. So we're going to split our Saturdays between playing No Man's Sky and her playing Witcher. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And No Man's Sky is fucking amazing. Every time we boot into it, we're like, why the fuck did we ever stop playing this game? There's so much to do. It's just vibey as fuck. You can listen to any music you want, and it fits, and it's great. Ugh. It's just the best.
Very nice. Good. I'm glad you guys went back to that. I was going to say Grounded once you said Fabian.
We are holding off on that because a couple that we know, the lady in that relationship is getting her first computer, and we're all going to try Grounded together.
Double date.
Double date-a-ronies.
Cute.
Yeah.
Also gross, but cute.
It is a little gross, but it's not. It's a gaming thing, right?
Yeah, I know.
That kind of undercuts the cutesy couple part of it, right?
Yeah, sure.
The men will build the base while the women explore.
Base bitches. That's okay.
Actually, I don't know how that dynamic's going to go. And she's kind of new to video games, so it's going to be a real interesting experience. It's a hard game. But there's a lot of us, so we can walk her through it, right?
Yeah, you can hold her hand, and then when she screams, when she gets she
The
kicks a
spiders,
ladybug,
I can't wait.
or the spiders.
I think I'm gonna talk them into recording it. Maybe I can make some fucking
There you
footage
go.
out of it.
That'd be funny.
Whew. Okay, are you ready for the bombshell? All right,
I'm ready
I
for the
asked you
bombshell.
explicitly
you told
not.
me not to look at your Steam page, and
Yes.
it took everything in my body to not go look at
I
your
know
Steam page on
that
my
about
screen.
you. You are a loyal, good person, but you have a nosy bitch fucking like inside where that like is they're at war, and I knew the friend would win, and it did, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, that was delayed. Did you look?
No, I didn't look.
Oh. Okay. Whew, my faith in you is not
It was-
misplaced. All right.
It was hard. I literally, if I didn't get distracted on my stream today, I probably would have looked.
Do you have any guesses?
What can you give me? Can you give me a genre?
Well, I'm playing multiplayer big stuff right now.
Okay, so it's an MMO.
It's
Is it-
MMO adjacent.
So it's server-based MMO, like
Kinda.
Ark, Minecraft, etc.
I guess that's Are those called MMOs? I guess they are. Yeah.
Yeah, they're technically MMOs, but they're server-based, so it's only like what's
Sure.
happening on that server.
It's
right?
exactly like that. Yes.
Okay. You wouldn't play Ark. It's not a survival game, is it?
It has survival elements that I did not know were in it.
Okay, so it's not Minecraft. It's not Ark. Survival. It's not Rust. You wouldn't play Rust, would you?
Is that your guess?
No. What? I don't know. What is it? What is it? Fucking tell me.
Fallout 76.
What? What? Are you okay? Did you fall and hit your head this week? Is that why you're into MMOs and now you're playing Fallout 76?
I'm an
still
alien
curse Todd's
creature in
name.
Portz's body. I'm
I
trying to
fucking
act
knew it.
like him, but I got MMOs and MOBAs mixed up.
How many hours?
Oh, like 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're not very far.
No.
Okay. And?
So I'm starting a new podcast. I'll just announce that, rip that Band-Aid off here. We're
Yeah,
still
rip it
doing
off.
this one. Nothing is changing about this one. I'm just doing more things that I definitely have time for. And the focus of it is to explore MMOs, and well, at least the initial like goal is to explore MMOs together, me and this buddy of mine. And we game together, but we're a little backstory, we're like RuneScape buddies. That's like the majority of our friendship has been, even though we know each other in real life, we mostly were friends through RuneScape.
Right.
And so now we're like, let's expand our horizons. Let's like go look at all the stuff we ignored while we were playing RuneScape. And so we're just going down this list, and we didn't decide to do content, played Elder Scrolls Online. That was what that was for, kind of, was just to play with him. And then we're like, hey, what if we made some content? We, toss ideas back and forth. And the first game we're actually going to make content for is fucking Fallout 76. I heard that it got good.
Kind of.
At least it delivered half of what it promised. And I like Fallout enough to maybe carry me through, although I will say, just as a little spoiler, the game seems fucking bad.
It's not. It has no heart.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
It has.
The
what it
first
is?
voice actor they have, the first, like, the Overseer, is it the Overseer? Whoever's leaving you
Yes.
notes in the vault
Yeah, Overseer.
is like a regular dude, engineer, programmer did the voice for. It doesn't sound like a real voice actor or a character that lives in Fallout.
Well, that's because there was originally no NPCs
I know.
for a very long time, and by the time that they tried to save the game, their budget was heavily cut. So
Bleeding
I think
money,
that
yeah.
I think that was definitely part of it.
But that hurts the soul aspect. I mean, obviously.
Also,
not having fucking characters. I mean, people, this is not a new opinion. Not having NPCs is like an insanely soul. Like, where would the soul be in Fallout without NPCs? Like,
Right.
they're a huge part of it.
Yeah, I think they were hoping to once again rely on the community to make content for the game and expect
Players don't make good
people-
NPCs. I'll say this right
No.
now. No fucking fan mod has made a compelling NPC. I've never seen it.
No, it's not even just creating, because there's no mods for this game, right? You can't mod it.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yes, that's because of the servers. It's unmoddable. There's no mods
Yeah, but
for it, as
there's-
far as I'm aware.
There's like server, like back in the day, you could mod servers and shit. Oh, they're not your
No, there's
servers.
no
Is that what you're
private.
saying?
There's no private servers.
Oh my god.
You can have like a co-op server.
I thought you had to pay for the server. Yeah. Oh, okay.
You
Is this what that is?
do, and it's only locally hosted on your machine for a little bit, but you can't modify it still.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
So there's no they were expecting people to play in the game as NPCs as that kind of content. And then they started saying, "Oh, well, you won't be able to mod this. Oh, you won't be able to host your own
You know,
server."
I could
'Cause, like, that's what I
see
wanted to do. And they
how
said
peop-
no.
Yeah. Yeah. That would. Do you think that would improve it just so much that people would like it and it would be like a super popular game?
I think, honestly, if they let people have private servers for the game, it would do a lot better, because then people could actually have, like, RP servers and stuff.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's hard to get people coordinated to do, like, an RP server. Because you have to have it locally hosted and all this other shit, and it's buggy as fuck still. If you can have a dedicated server for it where it actually works correctly,
Yeah.
I think it definitely could be good, because then you can actually set up things and you can have events, and then you could control the events as the admin and stuff. It'd be really neat.
Yeah. I could
Yeah,
definitely
but-
see how like some corporate fuck was like, look at them. They're like pretending they're a real train conductor in Rust. Let's get them to do that in our game and then just misunderstand every step of the way.
Yeah, they really did. They definitely try to capture a lot of games that do that, like DayZ, and Rust is another one of them that has stupid shit like that. But guess what? Those people are playing those games. They're not going to come and play a new game.
They might.
And they might, but
they love
this was
Fallout
such a
enough.
fucking... Well,
if you
that was the
if
problem.
you click your if Todd Howard clicks his heels together 3 times, maybe they will.
It was such a convoluted, buggy fucking mess at the beginning that nobody came back to.
It
Not
still
very many
kind of
people came back
is.
to it.
I've noticed
Oh, I know.
several bugs that I thought people were saying were kind of ironed out, but not
No.
for me.
There's certain things that they completely removed, and like just a bunch of other stupid shit, and it's just like still a hot fucking mess. So
Yeah.
I wish because I had high hopes for that. I bought the fucking $200.
I know. I know.
It
I knew
just
this was going to
hurts.
lead to some spice.
It's a hard. It's still a very sore wound for me.
Yeah.
This game.
Yeah. So you don't mind if I talk about it for 3 weeks, right?
No, I don't mind if you talk about it for
okay.
3 weeks.
All right, good.
No, I'm just gonna shit on it every time.
I don't think we can make it that long, to be honest. It's kind of a problem. And also,
that's
like,
fair.
the many issues... look, we've only played a couple hours, so I don't know for sure. There might be something that turns this around, but the many issues we've encountered so far have made me be like, by the way, I've dropped like $300 on Elder Scrolls Online. I don't want to spend anything in Fallout 76. Not even the premium, like, membership or whatever. Not doing
Yeah,
it.
that's fair.
Unless, you know, the game gets,
It changes
Unless-
in the next few weeks.
unless the game gets really good all of a sudden.
If you run into the Mothman, you might have some fun, but
I did see the Mothman. He was level 20 and I ran away from him. What is the
That's fair.
Mothman?
he's a creature that's based off of West Virginia mythology.
What? I did not
Yeah.
know about that.
He's like Sasquatch. He's basically the Virginia Sasquatch,
have
except
never
he's
heard
a
of this.
Mothman. You've never heard of the
I've
Mothman?
literally never heard.
Ooh, what? All right, I'm sending
Homeschooled,
you
you
some
know,
stuff.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true. You were homeschooled, but I thought you got around on the internet a little bit.
Honestly, not as much
Yeah.
as I probably should have.
Portz, we're gonna get you out there on the internet and get
I
you
really
around.
don't. There's nothing that compelling out there. I've seen enough of it to be like,
an old boomer.
I
Who's the
am
boomer
an
now?
old boomer. Yeah. I'm an old boomer that fucking turns on toggle walk mode in his MMOs and just looks at the scenery.
That's fair. I mean, I did that in Red Dead Redemption with the cinematic horse riding.
Oh, yeah.
The best.
I'm doing that in Witcher 3 first person mode. Oh.
Hell yeah.
So good. That's all I played.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed and slightly
Disappointed in me. You can say it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm a little
I hear it enough
disappointed.
from my
I'm a
father.
little disappointed in you. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't talk to me.
I can't believe you played Fallout 76 out of all the other shitty MMOs out there. You pick
I know.
Fallout
I know.
76. Yeah, I think you got dropped on the head this week. That's fair. Okay, my turn this week.
Yes.
I've been playing a lot of Minecraft again. I don't know. This mod pack that I've been playing, I talked to the developer and we became buddies. And I really enjoy their mod pack, so I've been playing that a lot. I have had a bit of the ADHDs.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I can't get comfy in anything. I tried getting, I was like, Vampire Survivors. No, not enough dopamine right now. Don't know. It's bad when Vampire Survivors
That's my sleeping
doesn't give me
dragon right
dopamine.
now, is Vampire Survivors. I'm going to get re-addicted to it any day now, and it just keeps coming up. You talk about it, Faye talks about it. I can't escape it.
Right. I was like, well, maybe I need like something like Stardew Valley. So I played Graveyard Keeper, which is like dark Stardew Valley. I was like, well, maybe I need a simple survival game. So I tried Astroneer. Couldn't get into that. I was just like, Jesus Christ. But what I did get back into was Beatsaber. Surprisingly.
Hey, you got into your VR.
I got into my VR. Thank fuck. God damn you fucking stupid face Mark Zuckerberg and your fucking meta bullshit. It's so dumb. Anyway, so I played Beat Saber. I've been doing that a little bit more, and I'm going to keep trying to do that as, like, exercise. I played some more It Takes Two. I played about 4 more hours. I'm about 9 or 10 hours in, so we're almost done, I think.
Yeah, should be about 1 or 2 more hours, yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 more pieces of paper to gather after gathering 5 other things and killing an elephant, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Being
Did
psychotic
I tell you
parents.
I ordered that elephant?
No! Did you really?
Yeah, I can't wait.
What was her name? Dottie?
I don't know.
Dottie the
You can rip the
elephant? I
limbs
don't
off. That's
remember.
all I care about.
That's fucking hilarious. That's great. I did play 2 games and beat 2 games this week. So I played Cannibal Abduction. This is really good. It plays like this is a low poly game. It's about maybe about 2 hours or so if you fuck around like I did. But this is the same developer who did Night of the Scissors, which I played last year, and so I've been watching and following this dev on Twitter and his posts on itch.io. But so this is his new game. It had a whole intro segment, which I was really impressed by. Not expecting that from a low poly game. And it turns into Texas Chainsaw Massacre real easily. So you're running around in this house trying to dodge this psycho killer while trying to escape and solve these little puzzles and stuff. Kind of like convenient, but way more extreme. So I played that. We beat that. It had 2 endings. One that was really fucked, and one that you obviously get away and survive. They're really good. The fucked one had me scared so bad, though. I was like, what is happening? I finally got Fears to Fathom to work. The developer fixed the issue that I couldn't get off the couch.
That's a feature
I was finally,
of my life.
It was a feature. Yeah. I couldn't get off the couch. I was able to finally get off the couch. And then we ran into one minor bug where 2 NPCs were stuck on top of each other and they were like bumping and grinding. It was the funniest
I
fucking
tuned into your
shit.
stream while that was happening.
Yeah, we
That's
called
awesome.
it scissoring. Apparently you're supposed to help that old woman, but she was too busy with the other lady.
Yeah,
And I didn't want to
I get it.
interrupt.
You know, younger lady.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It ended up being really good. I was kind of surprised. I thought it was going to take one direction, and then it took a completely different direction. So it was pretty good. And I forget that these games are based off of real experiences.
Oh.
So this really happened to somebody.
My God. The running into ladies in the supermarket?
Yeah, Psycho X was trying to kill him. Apparently she went to prison or some shit. Yeah, anyway. That was
It's not
good.
all things that happen to the developer, right? It's like different stories from different people.
No. He gets like creepy. Let's not meet subreddit threads, and then he gets their permission, and then he turns it into a game. So, yeah, fucked up. Really
Wow.
Like every single one of the fears to fathom has been based off of a real person's experience.
Wow.
That's fucked. Anyway,
Kind
so
of
that's what
like,
I played
do you
this
need
week.
any permission from that?
Yeah,
I guess
you
you're
have
not
to get their
naming.
approval.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really funny because the one that we played was the Midwest. The character says the Midwest, and then they changed the name of the grocery store that you go to instead of, because out here there's a local chain in the like Missouri, Illinois, and I think parts of like Wisconsin and Indiana have this store called Schnucks.
Schnucks?
And it was called, yeah, it's spelled fucking crazy, and I had the hardest time pronouncing it for the longest time. But they called it Canucks. It made me laugh so hard. But it took almost the same logo, and they just moved the S to a K. I'm like, I know what that is.
God.
All right. It was good. All right. Are we ready for the news?
Absolutely. Tell me what's been going on.
It's been fabulous this week. Okay. So some interesting things have happened. I'm going to start off with some streamer news and drama. Mizkif was banned and then unbanned. And apparently a lot of people were upset that he was banned. A lot of people were happy that he was banned, and they said that it should be permanent. But apparently it was because he was aiding account suspension evasion, trying to help people like who are banned, whatever, be unbanned and stuff. They think it was because he was watching a streamer's VOD that had been banned from Twitch, but nobody's really entirely sure.
Huh.
But he's been unbanned since then. So, I wouldn't mind if he just goes away. Goes poof. Even after all his like allegations and him finding himself innocent and that whole drama and shit.
I thought they had
it's
real
just, like,
people
whatever.
like investigate him.
Apparently they had an investigation, and then when the announcement made out, they're pretty sure that the person that announced that he was innocent was actually Mizkif, who typed it on OTK.
Jesus
on the
Christ,
OTK
what?
Twitter. And because what happened was any person that like commented on that post or replied or anything about it, Mizkif was going and blocking them on his personal account.
Jesus.
Yeah. It was real funny.
Wow.
It was
I'm
real
surprised
funny.
anyone
Anyway.
remembers any of that happened after the Rich Campbell stuff.
Oh my god. And then the Rich Campbell drama, etc., etc.
I mean, that came and went in an hour. It was like, accused, resigned, he's guilty, bye.
He's gone. Bye.
Mizkif was like, well, let's wait for something like that to happen, and then I'll be cleared.
Well, yeah, I think that's what it was. They were waiting for something worse to come up.
Although
and
Mizkif
then
wasn't
it did.
like accused of anything other than like covering something up, right?
Covering up a sexual.
Which is bad, but like it's not as bad as doing it.
Yeah, not as bad as doing it, for sure. But still not great.
No, for sure, I agree. Yeah. I wonder like what Twitch doesn't really have a responsibility
Sexual misconduct?
to
I don't.
do that, right? It happened, right? All the information leaked on Twitter has nothing to do with Twitch.
Right.
Twitch, like, no legal proceedings happen, so like it's not like Twitch isn't gonna launch an investigation. Although
I don't know if
it's
they
a
have a-
partnership situation. Maybe they should
Yeah.
fucking do something like that.
I think there might be something in the in your partnership clause if you have like any kind of like illegal or sexual misconduct.
But it probably has to
allegations and
be
stuff like that.
like proven, or at least
Yeah, I'm assuming it has to be
substantial
proven,
evidence, yeah.
and then you can lose your partnership or some
Sure,
shit,
yeah,
probably.
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, you don't want to be associated
No, of course,
with somebody
yeah.
who's being a piece of shit. Like, well...
Ruins the brand, but then what's Twitch's brand, really?
Honestly, at this day and age, who the fuck knows anymore? I mean, you could be like Andrew Callahan from Channel 5, who just apologized for all his shit that he did. And a lot of people are upset he's spaghetti with him, which makes sense, because nobody expected him
I don't
to
really
be
know
a
who he
fucking
is.
psychopath. He does Channel 5 news. He does really weird news coverage on his YouTube. He was also all gas, no breaks.
Yeah, I don't know either of those channels.
I've
never been on the internet.
Fair enough. You have never been on the internet before.
Yeah.
Also, who else?
I just send you this audio and I assume it gets on the internet.
Oh, also Justin Roiland. Why
yeah.
are people being so creepy?
Yeah. Well, he wasn't creepy. He was assaulting women.
Yeah.
That's not creepy. That's
battery. It's fucked.
It's
Yeah, that's fucked. Also false imprisonment, aka he kept them trapped.
Did he really?
Some
Oh
way
my
or
god.
manner.
I didn't
Yes,
read all
that's
of
what
it.
false imprisonment that
I'm a fucked up person because I think about
Yeah.
things in the way they affect me. And well, that's a normal human behavior, but I only think about the way they affect me. And the way that he affects me being like, potentially... Well, actually, I read a fucking article headline that said he was battling sexual abuse charges and assault charges. He was battling them. He's battling them, He's in a battle.
them.
Like people battle cancer. Fucking
He's trying
ridiculous.
To clean his image.
Ridiculous way to phrase that. But the way that it affects me, if he's guilty or whatever, I don't have to suffer through another fucking Solar Opposites goddamn show. Or people saying High on Life is good. Jesus Christ.
You know what they added in High in Life? They added a dialogue option to turn off some of the dialogue.
I wish God of War would do
Because they
that.
knew it was too much. Oh my god. Yeah, God of War probably needs it too, honestly.
Really needs it, yeah.
Your NPCs need to shut the fuck up sometimes so you can just absorb the environment and have a good time.
Let me figure out the puzzle, okay? Jesus.
Just give me 5 minutes.
And that's
not
coming from a
30
guy who doesn't even
seconds.
like puzzles.
Honestly, yeah, NPCs talking after like 10 seconds will be like, try this. And it's like, dude, give me a minute.
Somebody
to, like,
needs to make an
evaluate.
indie game that parodies this problem. And what it needs to do is go out to Wikipedia or whatever and just grab like a walkthrough of the game. Obviously, this has to be coordinated with somebody that posts it beforehand. But just grab a walkthrough of the game and just do one of those text to speech things
Text to
in the
speech
game
thing?
where it's like, this is
Oh,
the hallway
God.
where you turn left. And
I mean, you could make your own Wikipedia for the game.
yeah, that could be in like a Stanley Parable type game.
Yeah, that would be Stanley Parable for sure. So I have some interesting news. Well, not so interesting. I don't know what to expect. I think we all saw this kind of coming.
You're pregnant.
But I don't. No. Thank fuck, because I'm drinking a ton of wine right now. The Callisto Protocol has been reportedly hasn't met its publisher's sales expectations, which isn't entirely surprising considering this is Krafton and they expect, I guess a little bit more money since they're coming from like PUBG and PUBG Mobile now, which is just pumping out money since it's a mobile game. But yeah, I don't know what this means for the developers of the game.
Yeah.
And what's possibly going to happen to them. Because they have plans. They have DLC already planned for the game, right? And it's supposed to come
I
out
hope
within the
none of
next
that
6
happens.
months.
No one wants to. Well, there's 7 people who want to spend more time with that combat. The rest of us would like them to make a sequel where that combat doesn't exist. Can they do that?
I don't know. Maybe they can mod it or something.
I don't even care if they reuse assets because I am done with the game. I don't, it was gorgeous. Everything worked except the fucking combat. I don't even care that the story's bad. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Just make the game fun.
But if the combat doesn't feel good and the flow feels clunky, it's kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind
Or
of.
they could go the other way, where the story becomes amazing, like Last of Us, and the gameplay is fucking dog shit still. That's fine also.
That's a good point. Definitely.
But you can't do both. You can't do shitty story and shitty combat. You don't get 2 free passes.
Yeah, you don't get 2 free passes, and I think eventually maybe Crafton, I think they'll let them do their DLC since it's already probably halfway done or almost done or something like that. And then once that happens, if it doesn't like help improve it at all, I think that's when they'll cut ties. with the studio, and then we'll lose the Dead Space devs to God knows what.
Yeah,
they'll just go somewhere.
We'll never get another Dead Space like him again. They've ruined it.
We'll just get Dead Space the remake.
This is much worse than. Well, yeah. Hopefully we do. Well, I mean we will. We will. But I'm saying hopefully that's good. Is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't fuck up Dead Space.
Yeah.
There's real potential there. I don't know. People start talking about remakes like they're just automatically good, and I'm like, well, we don't really know that yet.
Yeah. Are you gonna pre-order it? It comes out January 27th.
Of course I am, because I'll play it whether it's good or bad. I pre-ordered Callisto Protocol knowing the same thing.
Okay. You'll have to report back and let us know if
Absolutely.
It's worth it or not.
Yeah. For sure. I'd live to report. I'm a video game journalist.
We're amateur video game journalists.
I only journal my own opinions.
Exactly. All of our opinions are our own.
Well, you journal the news. You're close. You're much closer to a real video game journalist than I am.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I would love to.
It doesn't mean anything. Just shut the fuck up and continue doing the news.
How dare you? Anyway, the next thing I wanted to talk about is the Ubisoft possible soft collapsing with inside.
What? Hello? Huh?
Well, yeah. So Ubisoft announced
they better get that Star Wars game out first before this happens.
Well, we'll see what happens. So that game's been named though, right? It actually has a full name.
I don't think it does.
Ooh, okay. Well, Ubisoft announced this week that they canceled 3 unannounced games.
Well,
and delayed. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
That's what makes it scary.
All right.
And delayed Skull and Bones for not the first, not the second, not even the 4th or 5th time, but the 6th time.
Oh my God! What is Skull and Bones?
Well, Skull and Bones is going to be their new Assassin's Creed game.
Oh.
And it's been delayed for.
I thought they killed that franchise. It's been so long. They gave up and put their games on Steam, and they're like, "Fuck you, no more Assassin's Creed."
No more Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I don't remember how many times it's been delayed. Like
Skull and Bones makes it sound like it's a pirate fucking Assassin's Creed. Are we getting another pirate? Oh my God!
I think we are getting another pirate one.
I thought they were going to Japan, feudal Japan or whatever.
I don't know. Maybe this isn't Assassin's Creed, but it is definitely gonna be.
Maybe it's not Assassin's Creed.
I don't know.
I'm revoking your
Skull
video game
Bones.
journalist title.
No, it is an expansion of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. God damn it!
What?
Yes.
It's an
Skull
expansion?
and Bones. Yes, I had a look.
Of a fucking 8-year-old goddamn Assassin's Creed game?
Not even that. Not even that, Portz.
What?
It was. They began work in 2013 as the expansion of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It was announced independently in 2017. Yes.
What? I feel like we're having a Berenstein Bears moment here. What the fuck are you saying to me? There's been a fucking Assassin's Creed Black Flag. By the way, the number 2 Assassin's Creed game in terms of how good they are.
Right. Assassin's Creed
expansion
Black Flag
In the works this entire time? Well, quote unquote,
Yes.
in the works. Kicked down the road.
Quote unquote.
Right.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a standalone Assassin's Creed game based off of the Pirates.
That's awesome.
Right, but it's been delayed. It was announced in 2017, and it's been delayed 6 times since then.
Thank God I didn't know about it then, because it doesn't hurt. I don't even. I'm just excited. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Black
one
Flag
of my
is
subs has.
Good.
Yeah, that's fair.
I watched a video yesterday about the Assassin's Creed worlds and somebody ranking them. Fuck, I just want to play Assassin's Creed now. Anyway, I hope that comes out someday.
Yeah. Hopefully it does, but yeah, during they had to have like an emergency call with their investors. The news certainly obviously worried a lot of investors, but they had remaining in the tank and the delays with the cancellations. They were reassured for the next fiscal year that starts in April, by the way. Ubisoft will still have its shitty Avatar.
I don't know how fiscal
game.
years work, you patronizing piece of shit.
Do you?
They're every
Everyone's is
couple
different.
of months.
They said theirs. Theirs starts in April. So Avatar,
That's
their
a
shitty
quarterly
Avatar game-
thing. March is the cutoff. It's not. It has nothing to do with theirs versus other people.
I was being facetious. I was being facetious.
You don't get me. I get you. That's not how it's supposed to work.
Anyway, Avatar's still fine, which got delayed again, obviously.
Avatar?
Assassin's Creed. Yeah,
They're making an
Avatar
game? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It better be beautiful as fuck, because that's the only thing that
guess.
franchise has.
I didn't watch the movie. It's 3 hours long, and I don't have the attention span for it.
You watched the first one, though, didn't you?
I had to watch it over 5 days.
I really want to get blissed as fuck and just go watch Avatar. I really want to
would
do
be
that.
good.
I might do that
That'd
this
be
weekend,
good.
actually.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage, which was announced last year, and then a few other premium unannounced games, including a larger one. But Skull and Bones is fine if it doesn't get delayed. Hopefully not again. It's supposed to come out in April, but who the fuck knows at this point? Honestly, just stop giving dates. I understand why dates, but like publishers, you gotta fucking realize how much this fucking riles up people and pisses people off. Give it like maybe a month before when the game's done, and then you have a month to like get everything lined up, knocked up, and all that other good shit. Like, come on.
I wonder, somebody needs to do a deep cost analysis on delaying your game. I would be very curious if it affects the bottom line. Because in one way, it might create hype because games that get delayed like stay in the news cycle longer. Because it's like, ooh, it's almost out, and people keep reporting on
like
it.
It's free.
It is
it's
free advertising
published.
a bit, yeah.
Because then sometimes we don't even know about it, like this one right here.
And you get all
We
these
didn't
big
know about
streamers
Skull.
like Code Carnage and all these people going, hey, don't worry. It's ready when it's ready. We'll play it when it's ready. And so if they tweet on social media, it's just a giant fucking campaign of advertisement.
Oh my God, that's why games are getting delayed nowadays.
Look,
It's free advertising.
I'm just saying.
It's free real estate.
They might not even want to release the game when they say they do. I'm just saying.
That's a good point. That's fair.
Yeah. Just a theory.
That's smart.
I don't know.
That's theory. Or piss off your fans. Who knows?
It definitely does that in some cases. So I wonder if
Yeah,
it does just cost them money.
I don't know. Would they get death threats and people threatening to bomb their house and et cetera, et cetera?
Not one of those has ever been taken up. Whose house has been bombed?
Fair enough. I mean, it's gamers. Like, that's the stupid shit that they say
Yes,
sometimes.
It is.
Unfortunately. Why do you guys gotta be like this sometimes? It makes me fucking embarrassed. Fucking embarrassing.
It is like they're just middle schoolers. Because middle schoolers do this. When I worked at a school district, there was a kid that said, I'm going to have a bomb on this day. And he printed it out on the school printer and just left it there. And obviously it was traced back to his computer. And he wasn't serious. He just thought it was funny, which it's not.
No. I mean, I laughed, but
Now
I'm a
he doesn't go to
monster.
school anymore. He's, on the street, turning tricks. All right. What else we got? Is that it?
Well, we got one more thing. And it doesn't really come as a surprise.
You're
that
starting a
this
new
happened.
podcast.
I've started a new podcast with myself where I talk about the Mothman and other cryptoids.
Ooh, that'd be
No,
cool, actually.
There's a.
Do you know how much somebody could
teach
teach me if we did like a world like what everyone else knows that I don't know podcast?
Oh my god. There's a show that you should watch called oh my god, Carl. The Life of Carl, something Carl.
Oh. Okay.
Carl TV show. God damn it. It's with what's his face from Ricky Gervais. It's one of his friends. Cuz his friend doesn't know anything
Stephen
about Stephen Merchant is also on the show.
Carl Pilkington. Pilkington.
Yes, Carl Pilkington. Carl Pilkington.
Yeah.
Idiot Abroad. I got there. Idiot Abroad.
Idiot Abroad. Oh.
Yeah, you should watch that show.
Am I going to learn things?
Yes.
I want to
You will
avoid
learn
doing
things.
that because I can make my own content on my stupidity later.
Well, you could steal from that, take that idea, and then make it about you.
Okay. That's true. Yeah, all right.
Could be idiot on the internet instead of idiot abroad. Because what they do to Carl is because he's never been outside of the UK and he's never really experienced life and he's very plain Jane. And he's okay with it, but they make him go to India.
Oh
and,
my God. Do you want to start a
experience
travel
India.
show? I would do that in a heartbeat. Let's go.
What if we did that on the internet?
Yeah, but that's.
You could do that with your
yeah,
video games.
I guess.
I don't want to travel.
You don't?
Actually, I do want to travel. I don't have the money for it. Are you fucking
Well,
kidding me? Are
that's
you
the
paying my
show
tickets
pays
to
for
India?
it. We get picked up by fucking Travel
We
Channel.
just need a producer.
You know?
If we get picked up by Travel
Bert
Channel,
Kreischer was
yes,
making
I
$1
would love
million
to-
every episode. We can do it.
It's true. It's true. I could be the next Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain, more like.
How dare you? He was a god. He was our hero.
No, I'm saying
He is
you
our
would
fucking...
be that version. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
I'm not disrespecting
Fine.
the dead. I'm just disrespecting you. I hope
It's like,
that's
how
okay.
dare you disrespect my kitchen god? He's our kitchen mantra. He's basically he's the Mary of the kitchen. You know, like in Christianity.
No, I know.
you
He's
have
the hero of
Virgin
everyone in the
Mary.
kitchen because they all wish
Yes.
they had the bravery to do what he did. I get it.
Yeah, it's true. Well, he did some fucking crazy shit. He took a puff pastry thing and then he made it into a bowl and then he poured 10 gallons
Alluding
of soup into it
specifically
when he
with how
presented
it ended.
Anyway.
But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Don't make me cry.
What was the
I will
last
cry.
piece of
EverQuest.
news?
Actually, not EverQuest. Sorry, Amazon. Amazon actually loses a really good developer. So John Smedley, I don't know if that's how you say his last name. Anyway, he's a old school EverQuest designer. So he's worked in the gaming industry for a long time. He was also the former president of Sony Entertainment and co-creator of EverQuest. He decided to leave his role as the head of Amazon Games. He's like, yeah, we're not making anything. After 6 years of no games, instead we buy games and then shove it down other people's throats, or we say that this is a game that's finished, aka that shooter game that immediately was deleted off the internet after 2 months.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? I don't know.
I don't remember.
I always want to say Lawbreakers, but that was Cliffy B's thing.
It started with the C. Crucible.
Crucible. Which is...
Yep.
Why would you want to draw the comparison to Destiny, you dumbasses?
I don't know. They're so dumb. But yeah, they had Crucible. They abandoned their Lord of the Rings MMO. I guess there's New World.
New World
and Lost Ark
exists.
But New World.
So does Lost Ark.
Yeah. They both just kind of.
I heard from an Asmongold video recently that New World is actually turning things around and Lost Ark is nosediving.
Oh, interesting.
They have an insane bot problem in Lost Ark, apparently.
I've heard about the bot problem that's been plaguing
Like when you're in a city, there's no other real players. They're all bots.
Yikes.
usually. Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
That is
but
horrifying.
Also sad.
How do you keep someone interested in a game where that's going on? Because you know those things doing the repeated things, whatever they're doing, it's like an obvious pattern they're all following. You know that that's trivializing the thing you're doing. It's kind of like if a robot started doing my job and I sat next to it in a cubicle. I'd be like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah. It would be kind of dumb. It would be kind of pointless and very sad. Very, very sad. But yeah, so he left. He's gone. He's no longer the head of Amazon Game Studio. And so they don't have any head. They still have that president dude, but who the fuck knows his name anymore?
Who knows his
Not
name?
me.
He's the reason the good guy left, so it's not good looking.
Yeah, it's definitely not very good looking. Yeah, they don't have a head right now. And they don't have anybody to probably replace
I worked
him.
at a warehouse where there were two different jobs that people switched back and forth between.
Yeah.
And they stopped doing that. There was shipping and there was the manufacturing. And people could switch back and forth, and people loved it because it meant you didn't have to do the same thing all day. Like you could do half a day of this, half a day of that, and people loved it. But the company decided, like, we've just noticed people choose one over the other, and they're good at that one, and they're bad at the other one. So they're disinterested in the other one or whatever. One of them is the thing you don't want to be doing. And I think that Amazon and a lot of big companies are kind of that way. Like video games, no one is really into that at Amazon. No higher-ups really give a fuck about video games. So that's the shipping or the manufacturing.
They hired him as the head. Yeah, they hired him as the head, but like I don't think they gave him like any wiggle room.
Yeah, I don't know what the politics are like, but like the thing is, if you really care about video games, at some point in that company, some motherfucker is cutting that thing. Like they're choking it out, just with their disinterest probably. Like just send all reports from everyone, and the people can tell you're not into it. So from the employee perspective up to the top, you're like, well, you don't give a fuck about this. Like, why do I give a fuck?
Right, true. You know what they probably should switch to? They should just become a publisher. If they want to get into the video game world, they could become a publisher. Amazon becomes a publisher, and then maybe with them becoming a publisher and gathering small,
you don't have to buy studios.
Under their umbrella.
Just support the studios that exist.
Right. Yeah. And eventually, like, keep supporting these studios, and maybe you'll get some of their talent to come help you produce a game of your own. But until then, I just literally
you got to learn the business
think.
first. You can't just come in with money. This has never worked. I mean, when has that ever worked in any industry? I don't think it ever has.
I don't think it has, but apparently I looked it up and trying to see what Amazon has been doing. They've been around since, like, officially as Amazon Game Studio since 2014. Can you name more than 5 games?
The game that has driving in it. The
Grand Tour game. Good job.
Lost Ark.
Did really bad. Lost Ark, yes.
New World.
Okay.
Was that 3?
That's 3.
We just mentioned it. Crucible.
Crucible, yep. That got canceled, though. But it was fully
But it was out.
But
it was out.
Canceled.
They just retracted it.
It was out.
They unreleased it.
They just deleted it. They just deleted it and said Control-Alt-Z.
That's it. I can only name those. Is that even... That's
all
they did, right?
Yeah. No. There's actually quite a few more. Apparently they did Dragon's Lair, which is one of my favorite old school games. And they have like a couple little indie games called
Was there a remaster of fucking Dragon's Lair?
Yeah. And
had
apparently
no idea.
it had Twitch extensions in it. It was a cash grab. 2018.
On Steam?
According to their wiki. No, I'm assuming it was probably only on their app.
Oh, well, fuck that.
Right, but it's still a game.
That's true.
Yeah. They also I guess the MMO never came out for Lord of the Rings, thank God. Could you imagine?
I mean, look, I would have been happy if it was out.
What if it was a fucking mess?
That's okay. It would shut down, and then people that signed up for it and got burned by it would go to Lord of the Rings Online, and that would be a more thriving community. I would like a refreshed Lord of the Rings Online. I remember playing Guild Wars 2 when it came out and just wishing I could play Lord of the Rings in those graphics.
Oh. I don't know. There's something about older graphics now that make me feel
Cozy.
good. Cozy, I guess, is a good way to put it. I feel comfortable.
Yeah, it's like a weighted blanket.
Graphics.
Old graphics.
Yeah, yeah, low poly games are my weighted blankie of video games.
Yeah.
Even though I literally almost pissed my pants today in screaming because
I thought you were gonna say because you couldn't get out of your weighted blanket. Oh, it's funny.
I was trapped under my weighted blankie. But yeah, that's it for the news this week. Not too insane, but just insane enough that shit fucks up and we find out about it. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wish everyone that works there has a happy update your resume day, and may you get a job day also.
Yeah, good luck.
I mean, they're not fired, obviously. Everyone under him, I assume, still has a job, but, can't feel good.
Yeah, when your boss is like,
we don't make games.
out.
Like, why am I here?
Yeah, when your boss is like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling.
Copyright protection is what I provide in my songs.
That's true. I sang that so badly they can't even tell.
It is. You're right about that.
They can't even tell.
But AI is getting better and better. You gotta be.
Oh no! Don't
careful.
fucking talk to me about the YouTube AI right now. I'm mad at YouTube.
I would love. I can't wait till podcast AI gets so good I don't have to do this anymore.
Then we shouldn't even exist. We shouldn't even exist anymore.
Isn't that the existential problem we all face?
That's a good point. You have a valid point. I see you, and I understand your point.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah,
I get that. I'm sending you some homework. I think that's it for the news and everything. We love you, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to play A-Trot with us, go ahead. It's cheap as fuck, I think.
Yeah, it's like $3 on Steam or some shit. Get it.
Do it.
Tell us what you think. Don't spoil it, though.
Do not.
But tell us what you think.
Yes.
I'm going to go play right now.
All right. Goodbye, you and the audience.
Goodbye, everyone. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch, Twitter, at Evil Space Bunny and The Real Portz, and ignore Backlog on Twitter for the podcast. Also, do you want to shout out your YouTubes?
Don't have it yet.
Okay, he's figuring it out. We'll get it next week.
Thank you. That was
Good
really
night,
nice.
everyone.
I wish I had it set up already.
We'll announce it at the next one.
All right.
We'll announce it at the next one. Okay, good night,
Goodbye.
everyone. Bye.